A Cuppa Joe Nintendo is powered by the You, Me, and Capri Patreon. We want to say thank you to some people, starting with our Diamond Executive Producer, Slimer Snarf, our Platinum Producer, Robbie Bobby Miller, and then to our Gold level patrons like James Johnson, Ryan Turford, Egg Shen, Nasty Boots and Tammy, Joel Brooks, and Jonathan Brown. Thank you everyone for all of your support.
So before I showed up today, I wanted to watch a little Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition comparison to the Wii.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Unreal, right? It's completely different. I saw a couple I didn't watch any videos. I saw a couple like screenshots and it's just like, dude, it looks like every frame has been like perfect. It's, you know, when they used to do like that for Disney movies, they used to like dust up the old drawings and everything cell by cell. Like that's what they've done with Xenoblade. It looks awesome.
What it reminds me of is because I remember when Xenoblade Chronicles, actually X, came out on the Wii U. And the first initial presentation was one thing. And then when we actually got the presentation from, as it got closer to the game, they downgraded the graphics. And people got pissed about it, right? So it reminded me of that, except for the exact reverse. Like it was almost like, okay, this is what the trailer should have been originally, and this is what we should have gotten. But it's like, no, this is what we got, and this is what it's going to be. And it's like, oh my god, man.
Did you play much of it on the other systems? Like I know you commented about it on your video.
I played a lot on the Wii, on the 3DS.
You did, yeah.
So what happened was, Toby and I got together, and Toby was like, hey man, I really want to play this game, but I want to play it with somebody. He's like, do you have a problem buying it on the 3DS? And I was like, I don't know if this game's for me, Toby. I don't know. Blah, blah. And I was like, he started it. And then I was like, I got it. And then we started playing. Like, I caught up to him pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Dude, the story, the graphics are, on the 3DS, the graphics are not the best. But I was floored by the fact that, like, the 3DS could handle the game.
It's a big game.
It's a massive game. And so I was like, okay, I played a good portion of it, like probably 30 hours, 40 hours I put into it. So I put a good amount of time into it. Then it came out on the Wii U, but it was the Wii version.
Right.
And it was in the eShop. And I bought it again because I was like, you know what? And it was night and day compared to the 3DS. I was like, oh, this is the way it's supposed to look. And
was that X? I get lost in X and all the other stuff.
Well, X is a weird thing in its own right, but like Xenoblade Chronicles actually what came to the eShop. It was just a digital version of the Wii game. Okay. So I bought that as well, and I started playing on there, and I was like, man, it's just like graphics wise, it's night and day compared to the 3DS. Here's the thing. The visuals, and I guess the tale of the story is, the visuals are so minute to this game. Like, okay, thank you. It's a beautiful looking game now. The story is unbelievable. And in my opinion, it is the best story of all of the Xenoblade games. And the story of Shulk and all this is so fantastic. And Toby asked me the other day, because we were talking about it, and he said, are you going to triple dip now? And I said, unfortunately, it's coming out a lot sooner than I expected.
Right?
I expected
May 29th?
Yeah, I thought it was going to hit December. And
did you really?
I really did.
You were shocked. I was watching. It's funny because you did the video, and I watched along with you. I'm like, I had to like really like transport my mind like we were watching it together. But I did it, and I'm like, hey Bobby. So I'm in there like commenting and everything. I'm like doing like my play-by-play and everything.
Did I bring you up in it?
Yeah.
Did I say Sean would like this or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Borderlands. On Borderlands.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, it was just like, dude, I was floored by how good it looked.
I am so in for this game, man, because I'm not doing the Animal Crossing like everybody else is. I was on my Switch last night.
That's my problem.
And it's bonkers, man. 24 out of 24 people online late last night.
Dude.
Every single person was on Animal Crossing.
I've never in my life seen it like this. Like this. Like,
Yeah.
you normally will see like a good portion off playing other things, and then like majority would be playing one particular game.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it where everybody is playing this game. Even people that like were bagging on it prior.
I know. Yeah, Garrett Bland.
Yeah, Garrett's in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Witchcult was saying to me the other day, Joseph Moran was playing, and like,
oh, was he really?
yeah.
The
other day in chat when I was streaming on Twitch, they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, Bad Bit's playing this," and like, it's crazy right now the amount of people that are just head over heels with this game, and it is. Sean, I was talking to the other night. I was doing an episode of Breaking Bells, and I had N64 Josh on.
I saw that.
And dude, sales are bonkers. Apparently, in the time it's been, it's outsold Smash and Pokemon.
Smash.
Yes. Not overall sales, just in the time it's been out, has outsold Smash and Pokemon. Dude, that is bonkers. That is bonkers.
Crazy. That's awesome. That's good though, right?
Oh, dude, listen. Look it. We had this conversation at the very beginning, right? Mm-hmm. That, you know, Donnie Reese was on record as saying like, "Oh, this isn't a top tier game," and it was funny because leading in, I took that comment from him and continued to listen. And every time I would do a Breaking Bells episode, I would ask people, "Is this game top tier? Do you think this game could make it go top tier?" And everybody was like, yeah, man. Like, the hype was really popping for this game. Like I've never seen before. And it was weird. It was very, very weird. But, man, I'm through the roof to see how good this is doing.
Well, this is, like, it's an interesting question to even ask. Like, what does it even mean to be top tier? It's just that, I think it's just, like, it's not, like, 60 frames. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, pardon the pun. Mm-mm. But it's just like, but in terms of everybody playing it and mass appeal, I mean, there was no doubt it had mass appeal.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's playing this from like 5-year-olds to moms to us to everybody else.
Well, like, when I think top tier, I think
just sales. If you think just sales,
just sales and stuff. Like, is this a console mover? Yes, absolutely. You can't find the Animal Crossing Switch anywhere now. The sellout of the other Switches and all the issues that are going on right now, that has nothing to do with Animal Crossing.
Benji Sales was saying because of the shortage of like regular Switches, like the Lite is a monster right now.
Oh, dude,
it's picking up the slack.
It's madhouse, dude. They're going the regular Switches are going for like over $500 on eBay. Right
Are they really?
Yes.
It's back like the early Wii days.
Yeah, to the point where I'm like, man, do I sell off my Pokemon one and all that's like?
Ooh, I would.
Like just to reinvest, to be like, because I want to buy the
reinvest.
Coral. I want to buy the Coral Light.
Sell.
It's nuts, dude. It's bonkers right now.
It's a good time to be a Switcher. I fired it up last night just to try and get the Bravely Default demo. Default 2. I played the first two. I still have to stop and think about like, okay, which one is it? Like, what characters are gonna be in this one?
There's none in this one, right?
No, it's like a Final Fantasy like 2, like it's like Final Fantasy 3 to 4 or whatever.
Bravely Second was the actual sequel to the first,
right?
And this is just Bravely Default 2, which I really enjoyed my time with the first one.
Yeah.
I never played the second, though.
I played both.
Yeah.
I have probably about the same amount of time into both of them.
Yeah.
Like, probably like 20, 30 hours, maybe. Like, what am I, just like end to Act 1 in an RPG like that, right?
Yeah.
It gets a little bit repetitive, a little bit grindy for sure. And I was, even as I was firing up the demo last night, I'm like, I don't know if I even want to, like, fool myself into thinking, like, maybe I should be buying this game. But I was watching also Garrett Bland playing on his Twitch channel. At first, the reason I downloaded it last night was like, dude, this game is crisp, right? Because you're used to it, like 2 games in a row on 3DS, like these big, chunky, chibi characters, and like, but the artwork was gorgeous. But man, now the characters are nice and crisp. It's obviously like 1080p, and man, I just, between that though and Xenoblade, I just don't know. I don't need 2 of those in the same year, that's for sure. But it doesn't seem ready. I don't think that it's...
No, that one's definitely not ready because
it's like a beta.
Well, they're doing exactly what they did with multiple games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they've done it. Square is becoming very notorious for this. where they put out a demo, then they put out a questionnaire, and then they go, okay. And they did it for Bravely Default, for the original one. Like, they put out a demo.
I don't remember that.
They put out a demo, and was like, they put out, like, then a questionnaire, and they fine-tuned the game. They were trying to fine-tune some of the stuff. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they actually put out a second demo as the game got closer, and that demo was actually like, hey, your progress will carry forward in this one. They haven't said that with this, so this is definitely not a final.
No, it even says like the story is like separate from what you're getting in the game, and I'm not sure if they just mean like they're jumping us into a certain spot, or if like that literally doesn't exist in the game. It's like a vertical slice that you won't see in the game.
They did this with Dragon Quest too a little bit. Well, not as far as the survey goes, but like they're very notorious for like, hey, here's the demo, check it out. And then whatever your progress is will carry over. And listen, for RPGs, I think that is the best thing you can do.
Me too.
Like,
I was just thinking, I agree, man. Like, I was thinking about it as I was playing last night with all the text and all the voice acting, all the things that go on. I'm like, we used to marvel at this sort of thing, at how massive RPGs were. Now, like, give me another one. Give me another one. Like, keep it coming. We're like, RPGs are some of the most complex, massive, just enormous games. That undertaking these developers take on when doing an RPG for and all the work that goes into things that most people won't even see. It's just, I just had like a bit of a grateful moment last night, even just playing the demo. I'm like, these come out like they're a dime a dozen, it seems, which makes it seem like they're not valuable, but there's so many.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's I mean, we're in an age, especially with the Switch, we're in this age where we're just getting flooded with RPGs on the Switch. But a good portion of the reason is that RPGs are to be played on the go. Like, granted, you want to play on the big TV, which is the beauty of the Switch, but like the idea is to play it on the go. And one of the biggest issues with RPGs for me always was, if you stopped for a week, you were done. Like, you were out because you could not remember when you went back where to go, what to do, what you were in the middle of doing.
Yeah.
So, like, when I was a kid and I would play RPGs, it happened numerous times where, like, I'd go on vacation or I'd get, like, slammed down at school and I couldn't really play. And then, next thing you know, I'm like, I go back to play, I'm like, I don't remember where I am, and I have to start the game all over again. But when you're a kid, you don't care, you do that. But now it's a little different. Now it's like, if I have to restart an RPG at 20, 30 hours in, I'm not going back.
I know.
I'm not going back, and that's the biggest
yeah, you need to be able to pick it up and play from wherever, man.
For Xenoblade, I'll be honest with you. I'll probably hold off.
Are you?
Yeah, for now. I will definitely get it.
It's 2 months away. What are you doing with Animal Crossing in 2 months?
A lot. A lot. 2 months in Animal Crossing?
I mean, the thing is, the game refreshes, right? Like, that's the...
the thing is, like, right now, everything that's going on right now is the frenzy to catch the fish and the bugs that are leaving in March. So last night, like, I was literally, well, not last night, but a couple of nights ago when I was streaming, that was my mission. My mission was, okay, we're going to catch this fish that I have to catch because this one's leaving. And in May, it's like, this is the start. Like, May, because it's May, June, July, it's the beginning of the summer where a lot of the stuff starts to show up. And it gets bananas.
You're just getting started. Dude, I had a moment where, because Chelsea has it on her Switch. I'm like, if you can, like, I can add it on my Switch, and then I can play on your, like, I can put your profile, blah, blah, blah. I can play it. And she's like, you know what, I don't want Lincoln messing up my town, and I don't want you messing up my town. I don't know what you're going to do on my island.
This is what you do.
But the story is, later, she goes, you know, I think that, like, Johnny Casino, he's, like, they're buddies, right? They talk all the time. You know, I think I might just make him, like, one of my best friends. So, like, we can jump into each other's islands, like, whatever. I'm like, what the crap, man? Like, you won't even let me, like, play on your island so I can, like, be part of this whole thing? And you're just going to, like, open it up to this American over here? Like, what about our border control? You know what I'm saying? It's like...
Well, here's the thing. If you put Chelsea on your profile, right?
Yeah.
You can then you can download the game to your console. Then you can just log in under Sean.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm telling her. That's what I want to do, but it's still her island, though.
No, it's not. If it's different consoles, every Switch is a console.
Do you mind? I might just
every
do this right now.
I'm sorry, I'm not, that
makes sense.
So every switch is an island. So every time you, like right now, I have 2 switches. I got my Animal Crossing Switch, and then I have my OG Switch. Well, Animal Crossing is downloaded on both. If I fire up because I'm playing under Japan Guru on my new Switch, because that's the one, that's a Japanese account. But I have the Japanese account on my original Switch. So I tried it already. I went under Nintendo Guru, totally different islands. They're different islands.
I thought it was one per user per like. Maybe I misunderstood.
No, you did misunderstand. So it's a matter of it's one island per Switch. So the idea is, okay, it's very similar to like Splatoon, right? If you play Splatoon doesn't have cloud save. So if you go onto a second console with Splatoon, you're restarting the game all over again.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it's the same thing.
That totally makes sense. Yeah, of course. How would it be the same island if it doesn't have cloud save?
Exactly. So there's no backup system, so it's not a matter of that. So you guys could actually share.
So I could have been playing this. I could have been playing this whole time. I'm such an idiot.
Pretty much. That's because you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to have the conversation. The minute we would bring it up, you'd be like, "This is too confusing."
That's true.
And I'm like,
That's true.
It's not.
I just get upset about it.
And then I got Todd Oxford tweeting at me how discombobulated the system is. I'm like, it's not.
It's
that
hard.
It's not. It's simple. So it's really easy.
Look. Here's the thing. I've got multiple Xboxes around. Like literally, the dashboard is the same. The background's the same. Everything. All my pins. Everything's in the exact same spot. I'm halfway through. I'll get to this in a little bit though, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that because maybe not. Thank you. Like I've been because I've been playing Doom. I wrapped up Doom on PlayStation a little earlier. So that's we've now completed our like co-launch together, you and I.
Yeah.
So that's phenomenal. But I mentioned a little while ago that I had plugged in the Wii U upstairs as we're like locked down and like looking for things for the kids to do. Lincoln is loving Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh, that is such a good game.
Well, and I have like a whole new, and like parents out there like will know this. Like I'm not the first person to discover this, but I'm just so glad. You know, we spent years and years just like, oh, I want like a good, like a challenging like Yoshi game, or I want like why is Kirby for babies? Thank God for games for babies right now, man. Like this game with its mellow mode, like Lincoln plays the first level. I don't think he's seen the second, or like maybe the second, but definitely not the third level. He plays it over and over again. There's no time limit. He's doing the same thing over and over again because he knows it, and he goes to the spot where he fires up his where he gets the balls. He gets excited when a big ball falls out of the basket, and he's absolutely loving it, man. It's
awesome.
It's a wonderful thing, and but the other thing too is I hooked up the Switch. I've got the Switch and the Wii U connected to the same TV, and I fired up Ring Fit Adventure, the rhythm game, yesterday.
Oh, dude, I want to check that out.
Dude, what it did was it got me firing Ring Fit Adventure back up. Like, because I saw those songs, I'm like, dude, how perfect is that?
Yeah.
Like they got the Mario songs, and the Splatoon song is awesome.
Yeah.
They've got these longer kind of like medleys kind of thing, and it's amazing how you go. The 1.5 minute songs are fine, and then you do the 3 minute songs. You're like, dude, I'm beat by the end of these things. And they had a great trailer, which I think got me excited about. I think it got a couple of other people excited about it as well. I'll tell you, I don't look as good as that person doing it. Like she's all quick and she's like athletic and stuff, and I'm like I'm bending side to side like this old man. I'm hearing like things just like joints just crack as I'm doing it around.
That's funny.
Chelsea's making fun of me. Lincoln's like, what is Daddy doing? But I was on the screen and Lincoln was on his like the Wii U gamepad, and it reminded me of like the flexibility of that system.
Yeah, that system was something special, man. It really
good,
was.
Man. It's pretty good.
People bag on it pretty hard. Honestly, it was probably one of my favorite consoles. You know, because of, and here's why I say that, is because one, it was doing some things that nothing at that time had done. Yeah, the gamepad was very wonky. Yeah, the gamepad was very limited to how far you could go, stuff like that. But like the fact that, dude, I had over 190 games
right
on a 2 terabyte comp because
just the Wii U games,
just the Wii U games,
let alone the back compat that you had,
not
like
even
the controllers and everything.
Not even the eShop, dude. The fact that like, dude, I had so many Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, and N64 and Wii games, and like it was really such a complete Nintendo console in terms of like you could get pretty much anything from anywhere on that thing. And now the third-party support was extremely lacking. But even some of the third-party games that hit were just fantastic. Because I don't care what anybody says, Rayman Legends on that thing is amazing.
One of the best platformers of all time.
And the thing is if they would have never, this is my true belief, man, if they would have never delayed that game out the gates, it would have been.
They needed that at launch, right?
Well, yeah, because that game is built for the gamepad, and all these people that were going like, "What's the killer app? What's the killer app?" That was the killer. That was the killer app. You know, that was the game that like was built for that console, man, from the ground up. You know, it's almost like playing Captain Toad on the Switch, dude. It's not the same. Captain Toad is made for the Wii U, and the fact that like you're using the gamepad and you're clicking things as you move through. It just makes that game something extremely special.
Yeah.
So for me, I love the Wii U. It has a special place in my heart, and nothing's gonna change that,
Well, and it's one of the last systems that I've got like an actual like physical collection. My Switch collection actually is pretty decent, I have to say. Like I'm surprised at how many physical games I have there. But setting up the Wii U for Lincoln, I busted out like I've got 2 boxes full of Wii U games, and I'm like, these are good games, man. Like I want to play me some Wind Waker HD and stuff. Like some of the games that hadn't come over. I'm like, I was thinking about as I was coming over to meet you here. I was like, I want to say that I've got a lot of Wii U games I want to get back to, but at the same time, so many have been ported. But yeah, definitely Wind Waker is the one. But as far as I know, and maybe you can correct me, like you can't invert the controls, and my brain breaks
Wind Waker, I think you can.
On Wind Waker.
No, I think you can on Wind Waker.
I don't know.
Wind Waker, I think he gives you the option.
I should definitely go check. I feel like it wasn't there.
No, I think on the original it wasn't there. I think they fixed it for this.
That'd be
version.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And anyway, just stop it. Just play the game. Oh my God.
I can't do.
You can't.
It's not a preference, Bob. It's not a choice. It's not a choice.
It is.
It's not a choice.
It's just like, hey man, you learn how to do something. Like
it's not a choice.
You're refusing to learn how to play the way. Stop it.
I was bored. Hey Bobby, are we gonna play Minecraft Dungeons together? Did you see that on the?
It looks good.
Can I just say that direct was awesome. Like I really enjoyed it, man. I mean, I know I was thirsty for a direct, but there was a lot of people
bagging on it and stuff.
I know.
And I'm like, guys, what do you like?
I know. What else do you want?
Like. You're mad the radio's silent. Then they give you something that's like you're mad about that. It's like, man, just stop. Like,
dude, they literally have one game with 51 games in it.
Dude, that game looks fun.
Game looks so, dude. And the way they presented it was perfect. It wasn't like, here's a couple of the games you can expect. It's like, no, here's literally every one of the 51 games, and they just kept getting better and better and better. Like, I was even listening to Nintendo Shack 2, and Donnie's like, bowling looks like Wii bowling, man. It doesn't look like some like crappy old, like, remember when you used to get these games on NES, like these arcade packs? They had like 200 or 300 games on them or something. Like, it was like a couple hundred just crappy games. It looks really,
and the
really
fact
good.
That some of the games are online, so like, dude, we could jump into a game of Othello and play Othello together.
I know.
Like, dude, come on, man.
I'm looking forward to jumping into it because it seemed like they had some really smart ways of going about it, like so that you're not just randomly selecting like this game or this game, but if we're playing together, like pick 3 games and it's like a playlist.
Like tabletop hockey.
Oh my God, I know, man.
I used to have one of those things when I was a kid.
Same here. We still have it at my parents' house.
Oh, it was amazing.
Dude, it is so intense, and you'd always run into somebody who's got like strong wrists or something. Like actually, because I never played hockey growing up, but all my friends did, and you could just tell like they're just working on the wrist shot. They got forearm strength, everything that like us idiot soccer kid nerds didn't have.
That was
just
probably,
like whipping it around.
Let's be honest, as a kid going into an arcade, that was one of the coolest things in the arcade. That giant dome where you go up and you play it, and it's like
we had one. We had one of the giant dome ones. We had both. Just the big, because we're Canadian.
Yeah.
Right. When you're born, they give you just the basic tabletop one. But then later, my dad bought like the dome thing.
Dude,
right? Oh, dude, it had like a sensor in it. So like when the puck dropped into the net, it had a scoreboard on top. It would do the whole thing.
You hear the noise and bang, like the buzzer would go off, and
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
Yeah, because the one that was tabletop was like the players were flat, like pieces of plastic. But then the one in the arcade was like they looked like real players, like action figures.
Oh my god, you have no idea, man. You've unlocked like the Canadian in me for sure, because some of those tabletop ones you could get different like jersey sets. Like you could, instead of just like the plain like one guy wouldn't be like the white team and the blue team or whatever. You get like Edmonton Oilers, you could get New Jersey Devils, like whoever it was.
That's amazing. Yeah,
That's actually perfect because I wasn't thinking about you, New Jersey. I was like, my friend growing up, his favorite team was the New Jersey Devils. Like I knew like their backup goalie, like Chris Terreri. Like who the hell even knows that, man?
They were a good team.
But yeah,
back then they were a good team.
So good direct.
Yeah.
Minecraft Dungeons. Looks. I actually didn't know that was going to be multi-platform. Like I'd been watching it. I'd seen it at Microsoft's conferences, obviously, but I didn't realize it was coming to Switch. And now I want to. If it's going to be cross-platform. Is it cross-play? Because Minecraft
probably is. You know that.
Game looks good, dude. I think it's gonna be good.
Microsoft don't play games when it comes like that. Like they're very on top of it. Like we're gonna make it work across the board. And listen, they're all about this love with Nintendo and like the cross-play stuff. So I don't see them backing off that anytime soon.
I just hope that it's at launch. I guess that's my only. That's the only thing I'm
sure
really
sure
about.
I'm sure. It is. Yeah. Real quick question. So the Borderlands stuff. Does that move the needle for you at all, or?
I don't know if I want it on Switch necessarily, but it's good. People who have never played it should absolutely play it, and it's one of the best like co-op experiences there is.
Yeah.
So that's what I wouldn't be day one on it, only because there are some ports out there that's just like a little framey.
Yeah.
Not obviously the Switch is way more powerful than the Vita, but the Vita, like, it was just like they did a whole thing about it with the Vita. They had like its own package, like it's like they had that light version of it, and it was not good. And it's it's that cell shaded thing that doesn't seem like it's like this great. It's not photorealistic, so you don't think graphic powerhouse or anything. I would just watch. I would just wait and see.
The thing is like I don't know if you remember in Fortnite they had like it when the new Borderlands was coming out, they had a section of the map that was like when you entered, everything turned to Borderlands.
Oh, really?
Like, graphically, yes. It was just this one. It was just one area. No, I know. But there was this one area that when you landed in, everything graphically switched, and you were playing Borderlands. Like the treasure chest became the loot boxes that are in Borderlands, and then like there was Claptrap was like riding around and all that stuff. Like it was promoting the new Borderlands games, what they were doing. But like it looked graphically, and it looked great on the Switch. Like I had no problem to play it. It was a good time to land there. Honestly, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I love Chelsea and I both, and like 1 and 2. 3 we have not gotten into very well. She wanted to. I wasn't really loving it very much.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get it. I don't know. We'll see. It's a first-person game. That's my biggest issue. That's what kills me. But we'll see.
No, man, it's a good time. I've got my thanks for giving me a moment. I've now got Animal Crossing downloading on my Switch Lite. Dude, it's gonna be the beginning of the end, man.
Yo, it really is. It really is.
And the thing that's kind of different now is I might have downloaded on the wrong Switch now because I was thinking I was gonna play it. My whole thing before was I wanted to play it on my way to work.
Yeah.
Right when I'm taking the bus into work. That's obviously gone out the window now. I don't have the commute anymore. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work, but at least I don't even know if I want to get started. As soon as you say like the bugs are ending and it's a FOMO thing for sure, dude.
Well, listen, you have until Wednesday to just go in there, go into the Discord. You know where the Discord is. Go in there. There's a list of all the stuff that's leaving. There's only 2 things that are difficult to catch. And
are you getting a book for it? Is there a strategy guide or anything?
Dude,
Chelsea loves those books, man.
I bought it. I'm waiting for it. It doesn't come until May.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, because this whole coronavirus thing.
Yeah.
I pushed it back. And
what a hoax.
I don't know about that. It's got everything jacked up, man.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
You know what though, man? I've been making a lot of coffee at my own house lately.
Mm-hmm.
Some good coffee, dude. I'm really I've just maybe almost too much, but it's good stuff.
We won't even get into Wawa. We'll talk about Wawa later on.
Okay. Oh no, Wawa's. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna run.
It's been. I feel like we just bumped into each other.
Even here. Social
yeah,
distancing.
they're gonna find us. Yeah, I guess so. All right, man. Well,
All right, man.
Thanks for getting me hyped up about Animal Crossing.
No
Jesus,
problem, man.
I thought I was holding strong.
It's coming, man. It's coming. I love it.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to A Cuppa Joe Nintendo, a production of the You, Me, and Capri Patreon. If you like the show, you can support them at patreon.com, You, Me, Capri. A Cuppa Joe Nintendo is available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and all of your other podcast services. Be sure to follow Bobby at Nintendo Gurus on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. For everything that Sean does on the internet, follow him on Twitter, at Sean Capri. Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. Also, twitch.tv Sean Capri. That is all. Peace out, Preston.